And to come back here, I thought about the church earlier this week, and just felt I needed to come.
Amen. Glad you did.
I hope the Lord, He has blessed us, and I hope He continues to bless us. And the main thing is, I hope that you hear. And my prayer was that everybody in the house would hear what they need to hear today, for direction, for growth, and for increase.
People need.
God knows what we need.
He does.
So I know that I can't preach without the Lord. I need you. If you don't care to pray, God would use me. I won't take very long. We'll let Brother Danny come. And I'll obey the Lord.
That's right. Obey the Lord. That's the most important thing. Hey, sinner men and women need to hear you.
Amen.
Yeah. Amen.
What you see before you, I've not always been. I once was so broken and battered by sin.
Something happened.
The story that I tell you is such a marvelous thing. How love brought together a beggar and a king. I traded for riches the rags of my soul. I gave him the pieces, and he made me whole. I brought to him nothing, and he gave me everything. He found a beggar, and I found a king. Oh, you say it's so hard for you to believe. Well, all I can say is that I agree. Of all the love stories this world has ever seen, there will never be a greater than how Jesus loved me. I traded for riches the rags of my soul. I gave him the pieces, and he made me whole. I brought to him nothing, and he gave me everything. He found a beggar, and I found a king.
Yeah, that was good, brother. That's the gospel in a nutshell for me.
Have you found that king today? That's the question. That's the question. I don't know about you, but I believe that I found that king.
Amen.
When I say I found him, he wasn't the one lost. I was the one lost.
That's right.
I was the beggar.
Yes, you were.
People said, "Oh, you shouldn't beg. You don't need to beg." You know what I mean? But I did plead unto the Lord, because I knew that I was nothing.
Yeah, you're hell-bound.
And I knew that, just like Brother Harm had said, what did I deserve? I deserve hell.
That's the same way.
Where did I feel I was going?
Hell.
To hell. I had a fear about hell.
I did too.
I had a fear about I'd lay down.
The wisdom.
As a young boy, I'd lay my head on the pillow. And I could feel that I could almost see the devil's face at the end of my bed. People say, well, that's nonsense. It might be to you.
It wasn't to you, though, was it?
But to me, it was real.
Yeah.
To me, there was a concern.
Yeah.
To me, there was a fear there. To me, it meant something. And how is that possible? I want to, just like Brother Harmon may talk for just a little bit.
That's
I've got
fine.
quite a bit of things on my mind, and it seems like they're every one right there trying to get out at the same time. So pray for me if you will.
Take them one at a time.
Take it one at a time. We ain't got that kind of time, brother.
We'll take 2 or 3 of them.
But what is fun and it blows my mind when I think back about it is how that my brother and I, we've always lived in a small house. Our family has, and my sister's back here, and I got another sister and a brother. There's 5 of us, 5 kids, and which we may say nowadays that's a big family, but back then, Mom and Dad's was 15 in the house, and so. But anyway, we shared a room, and it was a 10 by 10 bedroom with 2 little small twin beds, and they was 2 feet between those 2 beds. I could reach over the night and just smack the far out of them and go back over. And not saying I did that now, but maybe. Yeah. And that's how close we were in that room. But little did he know that he'd lay down like any other night. And he'd go right to sleep like any other night. And I'd be laying 3 to 4 feet away from him in another bed and couldn't sleep, and sweat pouring off my face, and fear about me, tore up about a place called hell, tore up that maybe heaven would exist and I'd never be able to go, tore up because I felt that I was doing wrong and that sin had found me out. Think about it, and my brother, not a worry in the world, just sitting there, just peaceful, just laying in his bed. Think about that.
That's the way it is.
Because there's a drawing power.
Yes, Amen.
That light was shining unto somebody in that room. That light wasn't shining to him that night. As far as my knowledge, that light was not shining to him, but it was shining to me.
Yeah. You understand that now, don't you?
Yes. Now looking back at it, I see, and the Bible talks, work while it is day, for when darkness comes, no man can work. And if you have a desire today, and you have somewhat of an understanding, and you want to go to church, and you want to figure things out, and you want to understand what's going on, and fear has got you, and you're worried about hell, and you're worried about maybe not going to heaven,
she's a
and you're
widow,
worried about the
Danny
things of
don't
life,
sign.
and you're trying to
You
figure out
should do
what
it.
to do. There's a reason for that today, because the drawing power of God is shining the light into you, and it's opening your eyes.
Yeah.
Just like it opened my eyes that night in that bed, several nights, and I praise God that He just didn't shine it for an instant and then take it away, but He shined it, and He gave me opportunity and time for me to weigh it out. And guess what? Did I try to hash it out? I was just young enough to know that I couldn't do nothing, that it was above my understanding. Why does God tell us to seek out Him in the days of your youth? Why? Because we've not stepped out way too far in understanding. The older you get, the further away you may go. It's the further your understanding of you doing your own work. But seek Him in the days of your youth while He may be found. Praise the name of the Lord today. I'm glad that He shines the light unto you, and it be shining this morning. That's for a purpose. I felt all week long that God wanted me to come to the Little Zion Church. Why I said in my seat, Lord, I don't know why, but I did know why. It's to preach the gospel to you. It's Jesus shining the light unto you, that you can hear, that you can see. That is why He's shining it, to give you opportunity.
Amen.
Opportunity. You say, well, when is that opportunity? Why the light is shining? Now is the accepted time. Today is the day. Tomorrow may never come. And as I laid in my bed, I was worried. And you know what I did, Brother Jim? I laid my hand on my pillow and I prayed unto God, Lord, hold my hand through another night. I was worried tomorrow would never come. And I said, Lord, just hold my hand, please. Don't let me die. Don't let me not wait, but give me another day. I was willing to do whatever I needed to do. Praise His name today. And guess what?
Man.
People say, well, it has to be in a church house.
No.
Or people say, oh, I've heard brothers preached before, and I've heard some say they was back in a coal mine in the darkest part of, and I've heard some say that they climbed upon a mountain, and I've heard some say that they got into their closet, and I've heard a lot of different stories. You know what? God is everywhere. Everywhere.
That's right.
There was a woman one time sat on the whale and told him. She said, you say we are to worship in Jerusalem, and our fathers worship these mountains. He said, there come a time when we'll neither worship in Jerusalem or on the mountain. Where do we worship? It's in the Spirit. In spirit and in truth. God is a Spirit, and seeketh such to worship Him. How do we worship today? In spirit and in truth. Who is truth today? Jesus Christ. He is truth. Praise His name today. I'm glad today. It's not on my understanding. It's not in my terms, but it's in what Jesus did on Calvary. He paid the price. He endured the cross. He endured the pain. He endured the suffering. He endured the nails. He endured the crown of thorns. He endured all of it. He endured the suffering. He endured the separation from His Father so that I could be made nigh, so that you could be made nigh, so that you could be made nigh to the Father through and by the blood of Jesus.
Amen. He despised the shame.
So this morning, you may be standing in the land of decision. And you may be trying to work it out, but I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you who else is also trying to tell you what to do. Huh? Do you believe the devil's real?
Amen. Yes, sir.
Would you believe that he's here today?
Yes, sir.
Huh? But you know what? He's come just like these brothers have said. To seek that which he may devour, to kill, steal, and destroy. He wants you to burn. You know, hell wasn't even created for us. You know that?
No, it won't.
It wasn't even created for you. It was created for the devil and his angels. That's why it's created. And its borders are enlarged daily. Why is it getting bigger for? Because men and women are failing to believe in Jesus Christ as being the Son of God. It's not the sin. Sin's been paid for. The blood of Christ, it was perfect. It paid for sin. Sin does no longer separate you from God. I can tell you what separates you. Unbelief.
Yeah, that's it.
Jesus Christ. And if you believe in Him, and God is drawing you, what's He wanting? Not your banking account. He ain't wanting your works. Quit looking in yourself and look to Jesus. And understand that He did it. And what does He want? Step out on that faith that God has given you. Because He's standing with outstretched arm, saying, here I am.
Here I am, Lord.
Today is the day.
Amen.
Now is the accepted time. I would pray. My hand laid on my pillow. And it may seem silly. And believe it or not, at 13 years old, I did that. 13 years old, I did that. No, I didn't step out till I just turned 15. But at 13, I had that fear. And I knew something was going on. And I thank God that He drawed me. And I laid my hand on that pillow. When I woke up the next morning, guess what? I'd go to school and everybody else was thinking about football and basketball or finding this and doing that. I was worried. I sat in my seat in school and I was still worried about hell. That's what I was. Why? Because God was dealing. God was working and drawing. Till finally, one day in a church. Yes, in a church house.
About 15 years old, yes, sir.
That I felt God. Not with an audible voice in my ear. Not grabbing me by the hair of my head. But I felt an overwhelming desire in my heart. That I needed to join myself to that group of people. And all I had to do, when God was shining that light unto me, when I felt my heart was beating so fast inside me, and I just seen a love about those people. I seen something that drawed me to them. That love and kindness that God used. That's why we need to be up and about the Father's business. That's why we need to be on fire for the Lord. Understanding tomorrow may never come. We need to preach like now's the accepted time. We tell them now it is. And we don't act it ourselves. But this may be the last time that I was ever stand in a pulpit. And if it is, I want you to know that Jesus is real. Heaven is real. Hell is real. Real men and women are going. And if you want to go, you can.
Yeah.
Amen. That's the good thing. That's the good part.
Praise the Lord.
I pushed it.
Get more plain than
I
that.
pushed it off and pushed it off and pushed it off till I couldn't push it no more. And finally, what did God want? Denying yourself was the hard part.
That's right.
Now I do preach. I do preach a simple gospel.
I do too.
Huh?
Yeah.
I do preach a simple plan. Who makes it hard?
You do.
We do.
Amen.
I did.
Yeah.
That's right.
Who made it difficult? Yeah, it was me. Who made that road rough, that walk? Yeah, it was me. Now, how long does that need to be? Now, I know we're in the regular Baptist, and a lot of times they feel in a travail needs to be pretty long. Why? Because they want to see some works in it, but it's not a work. It's any man should boast. How long is it? It's as long as you want it to go. I believe you can come in a sinner. You can hear the gospel, and you can leave. If you believe it and call upon it, you can leave a child of the King. Praise His name today. It's not in my power. It's in the power of God. He has all power in heaven and in earth.
Amen. Give Him this day your heart.
So what is it today?
What hinders?
You may be standing in the land of decision trying to figure out which way you want to go. Well, that land of decision belongs to the devil.
That's right. Amen.
It's a decision that's already been made.
Amen.
If you're old enough to understand just as well as I was, then guess what? You're in sin. And if you're in sin, hell will be your home. We're not trying to turn you to choose darkness or light. It's to turn you from darkness unto light. That's what Paul said. To turn you from the power of Satan to the power of God. You're already on that road that leads down to death. You're already traveling that way. We want you to see the exit. Who's the exit, church? Jesus Christ. He's that exit. And you're driving by. He's waiting on you to say, I surrender it all to you. And step up and just step out on faith.
Amen.
Now, I'm here to tell you, if you step out on faith, He'll be found right there beside you. He will not lead you out.
No.
And turn you loose and not hang on. There's been times I've had ups and downs. There's been times that I've struggled. There's been times that I've even doubted. When we're not up and about the Father's business, we doubt sometimes, don't we, brother? But guess what? I'm not held by my strength. I'm not held by the power that I can hold on. But God has a hold on me, and He'll never let me loose.
No.
He'll found you on a solid foundation. And the winds will blow and the rains fall. And guess what?
Attacks
Guess
come.
what?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Steadfast
Yeah.
is
Amen.
that house
That's right.
because it's founded on a solid foundation.
Yeah, that's right.
Who are you founded on today?
That's
Who are you trusting on today?
Good question.
Huh? And if you're calling upon the name of the Lord, guess what? He'll hear you.
Yes, He will.
He has given you. Now we know it's not in our power.
No.
Is this mine?
Yeah. It's all
You
right.
want it?
There,
Yeah.
anyway, brother Ben.
We know that it's not with our power that we've saved ourselves.
No.
We know that it's not in our power that if we could do it, we didn't need Christ.
Yeah. Christ
If the
died
law
in
could have
vain.
done it, we didn't need Christ.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, we know it's not in stuff that we can do.
No.
But He's given us power.
Yes, He has.
To make a decision.
Faith.
That's right.
Faith.
Amen.
Choose.
The power to believe.
Yeah.
And it
Amen.
is your choice.
That's right.
Whether you believe or whether you don't believe.
That's where it's at.
Yeah. God did it all.
That's right. Amen.
Christ
Coming
came.
down. Coming
Matter of
down.
fact, Christ came, and when he come, they would have fought. Matter of fact, they looked for a king to set up and to
Yeah.
rule them. They looked for somebody to deliver them and to rule over them. They wanted a natural kingdom, but he said, my kingdom is not of this world. If it were, they would have fought,
Yeah.
wouldn't they?
Yeah.
But it's a spiritual kingdom.
That's right.
For this
Amen.
cause came he into the world to die.
Amen. Yeah.
And what the law,
You and
people say
me.
the law failed, the law never failed.
No.
We failed, we couldn't keep
Yeah.
it.
That's right. That's right.
In the flesh.
It brought death. But guess what? Grace and truth
King.
came by Jesus Christ.
Yes, sir.
For that cause came he into the world, that he died upon that cross. His blood was shed. Do you believe that today,
Yeah.
church?
Yeah.
And guess what? A spear pierced him in the side, and forthwith came blood and water. Praise God today that the blood was shed. And guess what? Praise God today that the water came, that the fountain of living waters were open. And guess what? When I told you I can't hold myself, you know how God holds me? Our roots, they grow deep,
Yeah.
don't they? And they're drawing off of something. That water that flows right out of the throne of God. And guess what? When the drought comes, I shall not know. My leaves, they shall everly be green. Why? Because that fountain of living water flows right through me. And it flows through you,
Yeah.
the children of God. Praise his name today.
Amen.
There's a reason that
Amen.
we're here today.
Yeah. Yeah. Praise Him.
And the devil tries to work and to tell you it's not real, to tell you you have time.
Yeah.
Our time is short.
That's right.
Our time is like a vapor. Up here just for a little while, then it vanishes away. Our time is short here.
Yeah.
The devil, oh, he's a liar.
That's right.
He wants you to burn beside him.
Amen.
Oh, church, I know somebody that's got more power than
Yeah.
the devil.
Yeah. Boy.
I know somebody, when he speaks, the devil's got to go. And when the light shines, the darkness is gone. His name is Jesus. And I know him personally. I got a relationship with him. A lot of people know of him. I know him because I've been born again by his Spirit. Praise the name of the Lord.
Yes,
What
sir.
about you this morning? There's a reason that you're here. There's a reason that I come here. And there's a reason that we're all here. And I've come to tell you about Jesus Christ. Because this may be the last time.
That's right.
When I laid in my bed at night and I laid my hand up, I was worried tomorrow wouldn't come.
Me too.
And I had no promise of it.
That's right. That's right.
And neither do you.
No, you don't.
That's right.
But while you have breath,
Yeah.
while you have breath,
What is this day?
call upon the name of the Lord.
Amen.
You may look up here and say, well, man, he's excited. I can't help it.
That's right.
I can't help but to get
Not
excited.
going to apologize.
And you may look and say, well, that's foolishness, some of you.
That's what the world
It is
says.
foolish to the world.
Preaching.
But the preaching of the gospel, it's
the
not
saved.
foolish. It's to the saved, it's not foolish. It's
the
the
power
power
of
of God
God.
unto salvation. God chose by the foolishness of preaching
To say.
to save
That's his way.
them that believe.
Yeah.
Do you believe today?
Man's faith
Are you
don't
trusting
understand
today?
the wisdom of the world.
Surrender it all unto Him.
Amen.
Surrender it all. I had friends that wouldn't hardly talk to me afterwards. I had people that I felt, and the devil would tell me, "Oh, you're making a mistake." The devil told me they was going to laugh at me. And when I got up there to that pulpit, the devil told me they ain't going to believe you. You're too young. You don't know anything. You can't quote any type of Bible scripture. The devil told me all kinds of things. But that wasn't what the church was looking for.
No.
They just wanted to know, did I believe in Jesus Christ?
That's right. Amen.
That's what it is.
So it's not some big thing that we're looking for.
That's right.
I thought it was a big saying I had to come up with. But all I knew was that God, and I felt within me that God had saved my soul, that God wanted me to join the church. You know what they said?
Come in.
They said, that's all right, come on in.
Yeah.
That's all right.